Hello and welcome to the channel. After our visit to the beautiful region of Normandy, we head inland to discover the Loire Valley, a region known above all for its castles.
And if you like our video, do not forget to like it, subscribe and activate notifications so that you know when we upload a new video.
We leave northern France, where we toured the beautiful region of Normandy, discovering besides the famous D-Day landing sites, that this region has many other places worth visiting. From Normandy, we head inland and begin our visit to the Loire Valley, which greets us with rain, and we will make a first stop before reaching Orléans to visit one of the many castles for which this region is famous, the Château de Chamerolles, where you have access to a large free parking lot. This castle was built during the first half of the 16th century on the site of an ancient fortress, preserving the traditional shape of medieval fortresses, but designed as a residential castle. Surrounded by a moat, this castle has a quadrilateral shape with a cylindrical tower at each corner, and we access it through an impressive châtelet, which is the entrance on the east side, flanked by two towers, and which leads us to the castle's inner courtyard. We begin our visit in the old stables, exiting again to the courtyard and accessing the castle's vestibule, whose furniture and decoration were restored using elements discovered during its restoration, which took place between 1987 and 1992, and where we find a series of busts of Roman emperors and philosophers, which belong to the private collection of Cardinal Richelieu. From the vestibule, we access the dining room, reconstructed with 19th century furniture, with honey-colored furniture and a large central table with nice tableware. From the dining room, we move to the Yellow Salon, an 18th century salon which served as a ballroom, game room, reception room, or ceremonial salon. The next room of the castle is the Red Salon, which is a reconstruction of a 16th century living room with a nice wooden beamed ceiling. We change rooms and change color again, moving to the Green Salon, also with a nice wooden beamed ceiling and decorated with several busts around a central table. We leave the ground floor rooms and via the so-called Staircase of Honor reach the Chapel Gallery, a chapel converted into a Protestant temple when the grandson of the castle's founder adopted this religious belief. We leave the chapel gallery and enter the so-called Perfume promenade, distributed over 2 floors, where one can enjoy the history of perfumery, hygiene, and cosmetics between the 16th and 20th centuries. We begin with the 16th century, where perfume manufacturing was artisanal and rudimentary, And besides floral waters, perfumes were usually solid and based on plant raw materials, spices, and animal substances, although at the beginning of this century, Italian studies on distillation and botanical research from German countries advanced alcoholic distillation, producing alcohol in large quantities and increasing the production of essential oils, laying the foundations of modern perfumery. In the space dedicated to the 16th century, we also find a room with an old round bathtub, its top partially covered with a board, which served both to retain the heat of the water and to be useful for eating during the bath. We move to the 17th century, to a beautiful room where, curiously, we do not find any bathtub or similar, since during the period of epidemics it was believed that hot baths transmitted diseases, and one should bathe only on medical recommendation and with great caution, proceeding to clean the body through a dry bath, rubbing the body with soaked cloths, and making profuse use of perfume to avoid bad odors. We now enter the 18th century, when the habit of bathing returns, with new accessories like the metal bathtub and the bidet, and where perfume is no longer used to camouflage bad odors, becoming a beauty ritual. In the museum part dedicated to the 18th century, we also find the geographer's office, dedicated to the explorers who, during their travels around the world, discovered exotic plants that revolutionized perfumery. We continue to a large room where 19th century perfumery is exhibited, which developed thanks to two phenomena: the expansion of the bourgeoisie and mass production. From the second half of the 19th century, world expositions and department stores become showcases for the know-how of the great French perfumery houses. The spray bottle and the label make their appearance, gaining more clients through advertising. And we arrive at the 20th century perfumery exhibit, marked by three important figures. The first is François Coty, an ingenious industrial perfumer who was among the first to combine natural and synthetic products, proposing bold and modern perfumes. The second is René Lalique, who turned perfume bottles into works of art, manufacturing economical series sold worldwide. And the third character is Paul Poiret, who started the fashion of the perfumer couture, beginning a great lineage in which Chanel, Dior, and Yves Saint Laurent will be his heirs. We leave this perfumery exhibit and go back down to the courtyard, and after visiting the kitchen, we return to the chapel, which, as we said, was converted into a Protestant temple, replacing Catholic decoration with texts, although in 1672 the castle was sold to a Catholic lord, masking the Protestant paintings with Catholic paintings, creating an artistic mixture of both religions. Opposite the entrance, we find the gardens, recreated during the castle's restoration in 1987, reflecting the castle's original Renaissance gardens, and where you can take a pleasant walk to end your visit to this small but beautiful castle before reaching Orléans and following the course of the Loire River.